Good day, children. We are going to study the lesson The Earth and the Solar System. Without wasting time, let's get into the lesson. We all know what the solar system is all about. It consists of the Sun and the 8 planets. Today, we are going to see what are celestial bodies. The celestial bodies consist of the Sun, Moon, planets, stars, and whatever in the universe. These are all called as celestial bodies. It reminds me of the rhyme which we all know, this twinkle twinkle little star. Correct. Star is a very huge and big hot thing. It is made up of gases. A celestial body which can emit lights on its own is called as a star. The sun is an example of a star because it can emit light on its own. It also appears to be flickering. This is what we call as the twinkling of the star. The sun is very near to us, whereas all other stars are very far away and they look like very small dots to us. Stars are visible only in the night. Why, you must be wondering why it is not visible, why we can't see stars in the daytime. It is because of the sunlight which is more powerful, which is emitting more light, is diminishing all other stars, and that's why we don't see the sunlight we don't see the stars in the sunlight. I'm sorry. Let us understand what is constellation. A group of stars is called as a fall in a particular pattern is called as constellation. There are two major constellations which we are being taught about. One is called as the Ursa Major, the other one is called as the Ursa Minor. The Ursa Minor is also called as Saptarishi in Hindi. The two major patterns of constellations are also called as Big Dipper and Small Dipper. Let us see how this Ursa Major looks like. You can see the 7 stars in those pictures. The Ursa Minor is also called as the Saptarishi in Hindi, can be visible in this pattern. We all know that we live in Earth. The Earth in which we live is called as the planet. What is a planet? Where we find and it can't emit light, which cannot give out light on its own, is called as planet. What is the difference between a star and a planet? The star is very huge in size, whereas a planet is much smaller than the star. The star can emit light on its own, but a planet cannot emit light. Stars do not revolve around any celestial body, but planets revolve around a star. Stars twinkle, planets do not twinkle. What do you know about the moon? The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. What do you mean by satellite? A celestial body which revolves around a planet is called as the satellite. The natural celestial body which moves around the planet is also called as a natural satellite. Today we have many satellites which are launched by humans revolving round the earth. These are all called as man-made satellites. The man-made satellites is used for sending signals for television and telephone, for sending pictures of the earth. It also helps us to forecast the weather and sending data about climate. We are coming into the solar system. The solar system consists of the sun, 8 planets, some celestial bodies, asteroids and meteoroids. The sun is in the center of the solar system. It's very hot and it is very huge in size. This is the only source of heat and light for the solar system. There are 8 planets in the solar system. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means as wanderers. In the solar system, the planets move in a fixed path which is called as orbit. That's a picture of the sun on the 8 planets. There is a very famous mnemonic which helps us to easily remember the 8 planets. That is, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. The starting letter of each word refers to an planet name. M stands for Mercury, V stands for Venus, E stands for Earth, and M stands for Mars, J stands for Jupiter, S stands for Saturn, U for Uranus, and N for Neptune. Until 2006, Pluto was considered as a planet, but it is no more a planet now. It is called as a celestial body and it is discarded from the planet. Now we'll study about the Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet in the Sun and is our home. The Earth is the only place where life can be supported and the conditions are favorable only in this planet. From the outer space, if we see, the Earth appears blue. It is also called as blue planet because 2/3 of the surface is covered by water. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. It takes 27 days and 8 hours to rotate around the Earth. The phases of moon are the new moon and the full moon. The full moon is also called as Purnima. On a new moon, we will not be able to see the moon in the sky. When the moon starts developing from a new moon to a full moon, in between days we will see as a sickle. This is called as the crescent moon. The asteroids are tiny bodies which move around the sun. They are found between the Mars and the Jupiter planets. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are also called as meteoroids. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust